is your name, please?
My name is Michel Pulin.
What is your name, please?
My name is Michel Pulin.
What is your name, please?
My name is Michel Pulin.
Two of these people are imposters. Only one is the real Michel Pulin and is the only one sworn to tell the truth. Now, here is our host, Bud Collier.
Thank you very much, and welcome once again to Tell the Truth. To Tell the Truth is brought to you this week by Rise Instant Lather, by the inventor of aerated shaving. For smoothest shaves in half the time, get Rise, America's largest selling shave cream. And now may I introduce our panel. What is your name, please?
My name is Polly Bergen.
My name is Arthur Schwartz.
My name is Kitty Carlisle.
And my name is Gardner.
It's always a treat to meet a man who has given so much happiness to the world and the country by composing so many of the greatest song hits that ever were. And on that basis, along with the real warm friendship, it's nice to welcome you tonight, Arthur Schwartz. Glad to be here. Now, these three young men all claim to be Michel Pulin. Only one, of course, is the real Michel Pulin. The other two have merely assumed that identity, and they are the ones who, as you know, do not have to stick to the truth. Now, panel, in front of you, you'll find copies of affidavits. Will you please follow along with your copies as I read it? I, Michel Pulin, was born in the Normandy province of France. I joined the French line and went to sea 2 years ago, and so far have made over 40 crossings of the Atlantic Ocean. I attend school aboard ship, and in November will start a 5-month course which will prepare me to become a ship steward. At present, I am a bellboy aboard the French line flagship Liberté. Signed, Michel Pulin. All right, panel, to start things off tonight, you heard these three young men all claim to be Michel Pulin, bellboy on the Liberté. Only the real Michel Pulin is required to answer your questions truthfully. Now, Michel speaks English, of course, but just to make sure that we don't run into any serious language problems and the questioning, we have asked one of the girls in the Goodson Todman staff to stand by to help out if needed, and this is Susan Shire, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, each of you will question until you hear this signal, and at the end of the questioning period, you will be asked to register your vote for the one who, in your opinion, is the real Michel Pulin. Let's begin tonight's questioning with Gardner. Hi?
Well, at number 3, to make up for the difference in time between here and Europe, how does your captain change the clocks? In the morning or in the evening?
Quand est-ce que le commandant change les montres pour le changement du temps?
5 minutes every 2 hours.
Oh, I see. Number 2, what would your answer be to that?
And when we go to the Havre, to New York, it changes 5 minutes to hour, and the back, it changes 1 hour every night.
Number 1, what time of the day does the Liberté usually dock at Le Havre?
Any day, 6 days after it's leaving.
Yeah, would you know number 2?
Polly?
Number 3, it says in your affidavit that you go to school aboard ship. What do you study?
Qu'est-ce que vous étudiez à l'école?
English.
English, did he say?
English.
I had that same problem myself. Number 2, the ship makes a stop in an English port on the way to Europe. What is that stop?
When you go from the Havre to New York, it's Southampton. But
When you come from Europe back to New York,
when
where
you're back
do
to
you
New
stop?
York, it's Plymouth.
I beg your pardon?
Plymouth.
Plymouth. Oh, I see.
Arthur?
Number 1, was the Liberté always a French ship?
No, it was Deutsch before.
What was the name of it?
Aéroport.
Right. Number 2, the captain of your ship, what is his name?
Georges Croisil.
Do you know whether the captain of your ship can perform a marriage ceremony?
Est-ce que le commandant peut faire un mariage sur le bateau?
Je crois, oui.
Does he believe that je crois?
I believe so. He believes.
Je crois means I believe it. Number 3, may your captain, does he have the right to perform a marriage ceremony?
I think.
I beg your pardon?
He thinks so.
Number 2, may he perform a divorce? Number 1, what is your answer to that question?
No.
No.
Kitty.
Number one, do your passengers get off at Le Havre on a tender ou est-ce qu'ils débarquent à terre?
No, all right, now, come on.
Do they
Say
get
it in
off
English.
on the land, at Le Havre,
On the land.
on the land? Number 2, what station do they leave from Paris? What train station do the passengers leave from Paris?
Quel est le nom du gare où les passagers départent de Paris?
De Paris,
La Gare du Nord.
La Gare du Nord. Number 3, when you play games on the boat, what games do you play for recreation?
Quel jeu vous jouez vous-même sur le bateau?
You mean they or... Vous jouez des jeux, quand vous jouez aux cartes, non?
You want me to interpret?
No, you might for the rest of us, but in the meantime, the questioning period is over, so while we're trying to...
Gee, I don't know about this. Remy, it's an enfant de 10 ans. It's time to vote, so without any further consultation, will you please mark your ballots, panel, and select thereby number 1, number 2, or number 3. Remember, please, that the team of challengers, as usual, will receive $250 for every incorrect vote. All set, panel? Polly, have you marked your ballot? Polly, are you marking your ballot?
I vote for number 3. Well, I have enough trouble with English, and with French, I'm really stuck. So I haven't got the vaguest idea which one it is. It was just a matter of,
Uh-huh. And how about you, Arthur?
I'm voting for number 2 because I think he looks more like a French bellboy on the Liberté. I think it is very close.
Kitty?
I voted for number 3 for the opposite reason. I think number 3 looks more like it. I didn't get a chance to find out what games he played.
Well, you can see him after the show. Hi?
Well, I voted for 3 for 2 reasons. First, it is a policy with the French line, I found that out, to change the time every 2 hours. You don't know whether you're coming or going half the time. But it's lovely either way. The second point is that he looks like a bellboy that I neglected to tip on the other side.
All right, there you have our votes now. And if you're playing at home, let's see how yours compare with ours as we discover which one of these 3 fine young men is the bellboy on the Liberté. So, will the real Michel Pulin please stand up? Merci, Michel. Now, number 1, would you tell us who you really are and what you do?
My name is Jean-Pierre Galli, and I'm the son of the president of the Lycée Français School.
And number 2, what about you, sir?
My name is Denis de Montangon, and I am a student of his father's school.
Well, we're very happy that you're with us tonight, and I think from just looking at the 3 of you that you enjoyed playing our game as much as the games that Kitty had in mind, I'm sure, when she was trying to find out what games you play on board ship. Checking up on our score, we find that the panel did right well. Had 3 correct ones and only 1 incorrect, which means that you gentlemen will divide or partition off, however you wish to call it, $250 from our sponsor. And on the way out, you will also find a gift package of Carter's fine products waiting for you. Good night and good luck. Au revoir. Merci. Next group of challengers.
What is your name, please?
My name is Dolly Turley.
What is your name, please?
My name is Dolly Turley.
What is your name, please?
My name is Dolly Turley.
All right, panel, After looking at our three next members of the challenging team, let's follow along with your copies of this next affidavit. I, Dolly Turley, am an avid New York Yankee baseball fan, and with good reason. My husband is a member of the team. He is the player's representative for the Yankees, and in the season just closed, he won more games than any other pitcher in the American League. Tomorrow, the New York Yankees will meet the Milwaukee Braves in the World Series. This will be the fourth consecutive series in which my husband has played. I am the wife of the New York Yankee pitching ace, Bob Turley. Signed, Dolly Turley. Now, panel, we have three charming ladies, each claiming to be the wife of the Yankee pitching star, Bob Turley. We'll begin our questioning this round with Arthur Schwartz. Arthur, please.
Number 2, why aren't you in Milwaukee tonight with your husband?
That's a good question. I didn't feel like going.
Number 3, why aren't you there?
Well, I plan to see him when he comes to New York.
Number 1.
It's too short a trip, really.
Number 3, when the team is playing the World Series in Milwaukee, at what hour of the day and in what kind of conveyance does the team go to the ball field?
That is a good question. I'll have to ask him the next time I see him.
Number 2, can you answer it?
What was the question?
At what hour of the day and in what kind of conveyance does the Yankee team, go to the ballpark?
What ballpark?
In Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee?
Yeah.
They go at 11 o'clock and they go...
No, I mean in the World Series.
In the World Series?
Yes.
You mean what time did they go to the
Yes.
ballpark?
I'm afraid we'll never get this established if we go on with Philly Carlisle.
Let's turn about.
You know, of course, that game may not get started tomorrow.
Number 1, who's going to sing the Star-Spangled Banner at the Yankee Stadium?
Oh, good heavens. I really don't know.
Number 2, do you know? Who generally does it?
I think it's Lucy Monroe.
Number 2, how do you get to the Yankee Stadium?
Where are you going from?
From here.
I don't know.
Number 3, what's a shortstop? Why is he called a shortstop?
Well, he's called a shortstop because he catches the ball before it goes into the outfield, short of outfield.
There you are. Hi, Gardner.
Number 2, why will Commissioner Ford Frick have to miss the series? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you.
Would you know, number 1?
I think he just had his appendix out, didn't he?
Uh-huh. Number 3, in what hotel close to the Yankee Stadium do the boys generally hold their victory dinners and banquets, and some of them live there? Would you know?
Concourse Plaza.
Number 1, when the boys are on the road, have you any idea of who rooms with Whitey Ford?
No, I really don't.
Would you know, number 2?
Not exactly, but I'd say Mickey Mantle.
Uh-huh. Number 3?
I know it isn't my husband.
Uh-huh. Number...
Holly Bergen.
Number 3, who is your husband's roommate?
My husband's roommate on the road is Zach Monroe.
I assume you're his roommate at home.
Zach Monroe on the road.
Zach Monroe?
That's right.
Number 2, why are some pitchers called port-siders?
Southpaws. Left-handed.
Number 1, what is the difference between a no-hitter and a perfect game?
Well, in a perfect game, no one reaches first base at any time, but a no-hitter, you can have a walk or an error, someone reaching first.
And that's it. Time to vote. Without consultation, will you please check your World Series tickets and mark your ballot, selecting number 1, number 2, or number 3. All set, panel? Polly, your vote, please.
I voted for number 3. I don't know
Polly.
who it is.
I
But
gathered
I
that.
think it's number 3, between either 1 or 3. So it's probably 2.
Kind of faded out on volume there. Arthur, what about your
I
selection?
voted for number 1 because she does know the difference between a no-hitter and a perfect game.
I didn't ask anybody else.
That's what always fools me. Yeah.
Kitty, your vote, please.
I voted for number 3 because she had such a proprietary air about that roommate thing.
And hi, Gardner, your selection?
Well, I voted for number 2, primarily because Mickey Mantle does room with Whitey Ford on the road. And then furthermore, I've met Bob Turley, and she looks like the sort of a dolly that any ball player would like to get to first base with.
At least you didn't say get home with, anyway. All right, the votes are in, our minds are made up. Let's see how well we did and you did at the same time as we discover which one of these 3 ladies is the real wife of the Yankee pitching ace, Bob Turley. So may I ask the real Dolly Turley to please stand up. I guess it was High that pulled the sneaker on that correct vote there. Number 1, would you tell us who you really are and what you do, please?
My name is Barbara Carrick, and I'm a representative for Darris Media Service in New York. We distribute publicity.
And number 3, what about you?
My name is Jane Morrell, and I'm the Administrative Secretary at the National Board, YWCA.
We won't ask you why you looked so proprietary at the time you asked the question in question. But in checking our score, we find that this time there were 1, 2, 3 incorrect votes. So you did better than the panel this time. And that, of course, at $250 a vote means that you collect a total of $750 to be divided among the 3 of you. Thank you for being with us. And on your way out, also, would you please stop and pick up your package of Carter's fine products. Thanks very much, ladies. Good night. Good luck in the series. The team of challengers.
What is your name, please?
My name is Dr. James A. Oliver.
What is your name, please?
My name is Dr. James A. Oliver.
What is your name, please?
My name is Dr. James A. Oliver.
Again, panel, will you follow along with your copies of this next affidavit? I, Dr. James A. Oliver, am a herpetologist. I am a former college professor of zoology and for a time was associate curator of reptiles and amphibians for the American Museum of Natural History. In June of this year, I was appointed to my present post. I am the director of one of the largest and most famous zoos in the world, New York Zoological Park, more popularly known as the Bronx Zoo. Signed, Dr. James A. Oliver. Here, for the last time tonight, we have 3 gentlemen all claiming to be the director of the Bronx Zoo, Dr. James A. Oliver. We'll start this round with Kitty Carlisle. Kitty?
Number 1, who is Fairfield Osborne?
Fairfield Osborne is the director of the New York Zoological Society, which operates the park.
Thank you. Number 2, of all the things you have at the zoo, what gives you the most trouble?
Without any doubt, the visitors.
Number 3, what's an areop?
I don't know.
Number 1, what's an areop?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you know number 2?
All right.
Goodness gracious, my children know more than you all do. That's interesting. I just read that in one of their books.
What is an areop?
It's an old-fashioned type enormous dinosaur.
Oh.
Number 1 is a, isn't it?
Yes, we just don't have any in our zoo at the present.
You're a zoologist. Listen, is a snake skin, number 1, dry and warm to the touch, or is it slimy and cold?
Generally speaking, it's dry to the touch.
Hi, Gardner.
That was an interesting question, Kitty. Particularly about the dinosaur. I thought dinosaur was somebody who was on TV. I didn't know that.
Dinosaur! Oh!
Anyway.
Yes, anyway.
Number 1, a good deal of cancer and other research going on down in Florida and other places right now involving a reptile serum. What reptile would that be?
I believe that's the cottonmouth moccasin that they're working with at the present time, although there have been many experiments made in that field.
Number 2, what is unusual about a snake's digestive system?
Nothing whatsoever as I know, although it varies in the different species.
Number one?
Polly?
Number one, I've always wondered, what do anteaters eat?
Well,
I mean, really, you know.
well, just exactly what you'd expect. Chopped meat.
Chopped meat. They don't eat ants at all?
Not in our zoo. We just don't have enough ants to go around.
Why don't they call them a chopped meat eater? Number two, there is a way of putting an alligator sort of into a trance. Do you know how that's done?
No, I would not.
Number three, do you know?
Turning it on its back and rubbing its stomach.
That'll put anybody in a trance. Arthur Schwartz.
Number one, what university is nearest to Bronx Zoo?
Well, that's Fordham.
Number two?
Fordham University.
Number three?
Fordham University.
What is the quickest and most reliable antidote for snake bite? Number one.
The quickest, most reliable antidote?
For snake bite?
Well, immediate suction is the most prescribed action. Depending on the snake, obviously, the serum would follow.
What about rattlesnake, number two?
Rattlesnake would be the same procedure with an immediate incision.
And number three?
Serum.
That's it, panel. Once again, it's time to vote. Mark your ballot and see how well you do this time as you select number one, number two, or number three. All set?
Yes.
Polly, for whom did you vote this time?
You didn't give me a chance to ask number one, but I asked number two and number three about how you put an alligator to sleep, and you do turn them over and rub them on their stomach, and they just go sound asleep.
I would, too.
I've seen it done. Really. Fascinating. Number one had an awful lot of information, though, and you didn't let me ask him the question because you buzzed the buzzer on me like
Sorry,
you always do.
Polly.
I think it's number three, but it's probably number one because you didn't let me
Why did you
ask.
vote for number three?
Because you didn't let me ask him.
I voted for number three. He seemed to have the most information, but these are the most learned zoologists I've come across.
All of them.
Kitty, what about your vote?
I voted for number three on account of the alligator, but I'm very disappointed about the Ariops in all three of them.
And hi, Gardner, your
Well,
choice.
I make it unanimous with Ray. I mean, he seems to be typical. He speaks softly, but like all animal trainers, he carries a big stick, you know.
All right, there we have it now. Big stick or no. Let's see how you cudgeled your brains and what answer you came out with as we learn, too, which one of these three gentlemen is the director of the Bronx Zoo. So may I ask the real Dr. James A. Oliver to please stand up. Thank you, sir. Polly, I'm sorry I didn't give you a chance to ask number one. Would you like to change your vote?
No, thank you.
All righty. Number one, would you tell us who you really are? What you do, please?
My name is Jack Weston, and I'm Assistant Travel Manager for the Automobile Club of New York.
Thank you, sir.
Snakes and automobiles on the road today. I guess
A lot of snakes and automobiles, I see. All right, number two, what about you, sir?
My name is Harold C. Patterson, and I'm the resident manager of the Parkland Dome here in New York City.
Well, that was fun. Certainly enjoyed having you all here tonight. You certainly studied up on your zoology, you two who don't actually handle these things. You sounded real learned, didn't they?
Exactly. It is. Fantastic.
They were really good. What is that thing again, an Areopsis?
Ariops.
What's an Ariops, Dr. Oliver?
It's a dinosaur. I didn't follow your pronunciation of it, I'm
It's my children who misled me. They didn't pronounce it right. How do you pronounce it?
Ariops.
Ariops.
Ariops. Well, I would have known that. Sure. Anyway, that's all the time we have. And it was fun. And gentlemen, on your way out, will you please stop? You'll find waiting for you a year's supply of Rise instant lather for each of you. Good night, good luck, and thanks for playing the game. Now, in just a moment, we'll join our panel again. Tonight, except to say how much fun it was and pleasure for us having you with us, Arthur.
It's a great pleasure to be here. I've watched the show all the time, and I think it's a great honor to be on
Well,
it.
come back and see us again, will you?
Delighted.
That's it, I guess. Good night, panel.
Good night, Bud.
Good night, Bud.
Now, this is Ariops Collier saying good night from Rise Instant Lather and reminding you to tell the truth. Good night, everybody.
To Tell the Truth is a Mark Goodson, Bill Cotton production in association with the CBS Television Network. Miss Bergen South by Wilma.